All right, welcome to the Emotional Support Penguins podcast
Woohoo!
with Joel and Amanda. We're getting ready to start this up for the first time, and we're here to offer some support for your week. We really wanted it to be a time where we can come together and kind of just talk things out, go over our week, and maybe bring you along with us. I mean, sometimes life can be hard, so we say, you can stop, drop, and waddle your way to reset your day. Kind of a fun little thing here. So we picked our logo image to be a penguin with emotional support vest.
And a little heart flag.
A little heart flag, kind of cheering you on, saying, you're doing great.
Yeah. I think when we talked about starting this podcast, I was a little held back. I didn't know what I would have to say that you guys might even want to hear. But as I've thought about it more, I think it really is important to be open and to talk to each other about things we need and things we want. And I want it to evolve and move because our mental health really does affect everything, like marriage and parenthood and relationships with family and friends, relationships with your pets.
You'll frequently see, if you watch the video version of this, you'll frequently see Brody because he just wants to be touching us at all times.
Yes, he is definitely.
He's a stage 5 clinger.
He is an emotional support pupper, okay?
Yeah, and both of us have always been very strong about supporting mental health and how, counseling is so important. Both of us have gone through counseling and it changed our lives.
Absolutely.
It was so incredible. And so we are not certified professional counselors.
We are not.
We've taken some classes and we've taken some things.
Right.
And we are educated in the subject and we are passionate about the subject. So I don't want you all to think, oh, we're getting professional advice. This is going to fix me. Well, we don't have, like the easy button to say, all right, do this and you'll be all better. If you just exercise and diet and sleep well, you're perfect. You know what I mean? Like, no, we're not trying to do that. This is more of like a fun conversation. We want to hear from you all, like in the comments, and to send in feedback. If you had a question or something you're dealing with that, maybe we could talk about it or give some feedback that we've had. Not as something just to be all fix it, but just to talk through it and give some encouragement to you, maybe a smile on your face. We like to laugh a lot.
Listen, we have a little bit of life experience, and I think that when you can connect with people and you feel like you have something in common with them, that's kind of where it comes through a little more. Yeah. And so that's where you guys, as he said, asking questions, like if there's something you really want us to talk about, let's do it.
Yeah, we want to make this like kind of as a fun thing for you all. We don't want to make it like some 2-hour-long podcast. We were thinking, anywhere like up to 10 minutes of a podcast, just something that you pop in, a little bit of jolt in your week to like stop, drop, and waddle in, I mean? Just a little reset. Just a fun time. That's what we want our streams to be and our content, just to maybe bring a smile on your face. The igloo to be like a nice warm hug. It's kind of an oxymoron with the coldness.
The warmth.
But the idea is that the people are warm and
Absolutely.
that it'll be a safe and encouraging place.
Yeah.
So something that we did was we just looked up some fun, a couple tips here.
And I'm going to be honest. These are things that you've probably heard before. But the thing is, they work. It's real. It's not just like, put on the page and we're like, hey, these are tried and true.
And these are things that we do.
Personally. Exactly. We actually do these things.
Yeah. So tip number 1 is the power of laughter. They say the laughter is the best medicine, and it really is. It's like a magical thing. Yeah. The amount of it says it's a mini vacation for your brain.
Wow.
Wow. That's pretty good, right? And I like that. And I think that we take a lot of those in this household. If you've ever been to our home, our son.
Or even joined us on stream.
Yeah, we laugh a lot. We're goofy goobers. And so.
We're not afraid to poke fun at life and like giggle and be genuine. That's the thing. Like walking down the street, we are who we are. We're silly and we're fun, and we're not afraid to laugh.
The people, the biggest comments, it's wholesome. Like,
yes,
it's
so
endearing.
Wholesome.
Yeah, I mean, that's like we will turn off the stream and then go like tackle each other and laugh and go dance in the in the kitchen.
Which is a beautiful segue to
one
of the other ones.
One of the second ones
just happens to be dance.
Yeah, it just happens to be dance.
And I think we should add music into that as well. Music is so like all inclusive.
Cathartic.
Yeah, it just really can, especially if you find. I have one song. It's called Super Bloom by Mr. Wives. Go ahead and look it up. That is my feel good song. It really is. It's just a song that I can turn in, and it amps me up. It makes me happy.
I'm thinking about it right now, and
right?
I'm kind of like
it makes you want to move. Find that song. Find the
Yeah.
one that makes you want to dance. Dance in your kitchen. Like, have fun. I was feeling pretty like caved in by mom duties, so I joined a dance class. I go every Monday night, and it has been just so much fun to just move your body, and moving your body really releases those endorphins.
It's amazing. I got the +10 to dad moves now that I'm a dad.
That's true.
And so we'll put on some music, or I'll just like make a beat, and it's so funny, and I'll start dancing, and then we have a 1-year-old son. He'll come out and he'll just be like bouncing up and down. It's the classic baby move, like the toddler move. He just kind of bounces, and he'll put his hands and be like, ha ha.
Yeah.
And it's just
even he feels it. Even he feels
the energy.
The energy of the
dancing.
And
so, if you have someone to dance with, or pet, or stuffed animal, whatever it is.
Even
helps.
if it's just you in a closed door with your favorite song, and just taking a couple minutes to just
important.
Move a little bit, I think it's really helpful.
Another fun thing that we like, tip number 3 would be connecting with nature. And this could sound very, like out there, but it's not necessarily like going out and doing meditating in the forest.
Yes.
But like it could just be taking a walk. It's something as simple as getting a little sun on your face.
Right. Yeah. My thing is one thing that would keep me from this, and I know that like I feel better if I'm in nature, but then my brain will sometimes be like, well, I have to make sure I do this, and we have to go somewhere, and it has to be this amazing hike, or it has to be like this destination, and it does not have to be any of those things. It can be your backyard walking. Just get some air. If you feel like you're inside for a while and you're getting a little stuffy, if you feel yourself kind of getting into that slump where you feel like you're into your week, and you're not feeling it, go outside for a minute. Touch grass. I've gotten much better about it with our baby boy now, because now that he's really walking, he loves it outside.
Yeah, he's a huge fan, and he just wants to go explore.
Yeah.
We gotta, he doesn't really learn not to put rocks in his mouth though yet.
Yeah, we're learning.
Yeah,
we're learning.
Maybe not so much of the nature in your mouth. That's hot tip.
Woohoo!
Maybe certain things, but and one of the things, this is kind of an existential one, but practicing gratitude. This is like being thankful for what you have. I know sometimes you're like, Joel, Amanda, like, I'm going through a ringer right now. It's really hard to do that.
And when you are going through it, you tend to be like, this is what went wrong. This is what went wrong. This is what went wrong. This is how it went wrong yesterday. Yeah. And if you can pick out one thing in the day, and it doesn't matter what it is, there is one thing, I promise you, that you can be grateful for, and you can point it out, and you can think about it. It makes it a little easier not to focus on the negative part so much.
Yeah, it just shifts your perspective, and it just it remotivates you and kind of repositions you to tackle your day. And that could really change a week. Like maybe by Tuesday, Wednesday, you're already feeling like burdened or pushed down, and then you give a little gratefulness. You just take a moment to be like, wow, I can't believe I have a job. Like this is incredible. And then you're like, all right, we can do this. You know what I mean?
Even if you're someone that you feel like when you're in that moment, you're going to have a really hard time finding something you're grateful for. Take a minute to write a couple things down. Like one day when you're feeling good and thinking about your life and thinking about things you are grateful for, write them down and put them somewhere. And that way, when you're having that moment and you're like in that moment, you're like, okay, I cannot think of anything I'm grateful for today. Check out that list. Check out that thing when you were in a better mindset. Those things that you were looking at and that you were thinking about that were kind of making you happy, and try to pull yourself back in,
Yeah. And then lastly, I would say just to kind of unplug and unwind. This goes a little bit with the nature. This goes a little bit with the gratefulness.
Unplug, guys.
You can put them all into one. A lot of these tips, you can kind of combine them.
Yeah.
Actually, all of them, if you wanted to.
If you really wanted to. Go dance in the forest.
Yeah. Take your phone. The only thing you play is music.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, we have so many tech things, tablets, computers,
So much
phones.
social media.
Just take maybe like, even if it's just 5 minutes to just relax. A good tip that I don't ever do is to, like, the first 30 minutes of your day, you don't do
Look at your
social
phone.
media or
Yeah.
things like that. I need to at least once a week practice what I speak there or something like that.
Mhm.
But a way to just kind of unplug a little bit, to process like what you're doing, and this will help you with gratefulness. This will help you with your stress levels kind of calm, because we get bombarded the second we open up our phone. Like, there's a natural disaster, or someone saying something on social media that's like so mean, or you might have got a text from someone that like, didn't sit with you so well.
You're looking at photos of other people and their lives, and you're comparing yourself to them and their life and how happy they must be. I promise you're seeing the highlight reel.
Yeah, one of the
Everyone struggles.
quotes that I say the most is comparison is the thief of joy, and then with that is we see everybody else's highlight reel instead of and then we see our own behind the scenes.
Correct.
So we see us trudging and struggling, and then they're like, "Oh, I'm in Cabo right now. This is so great," even though they're like, life might be falling apart,
Right?
And that might be a last ditch effort to like get them back to where they were.
I will say my biggest tip for this, and it's something I've been doing, and it made me panic at first, but it's kind of fun. Don't take your phone to the bathroom. If you leave it in the living room and go to the bathroom, remember the days when we would read the back of like shampoo bottles and soap bottles, because we didn't have that access to it right in our hands, right? So if you need somewhere to start, you don't think that you could do it just by yourself, just don't take your phone to the bathroom. Yeah. Take that time, do some self-reflection in there, Yeah. And even that adding up over the day is at least a few minutes where you're, not connected, not comparing, not just taking in just so much information that we get every day because of technology.
Yeah. Well, this has been a little bit of the emotional support penguins. This is hopefully this was encouraging to you. A couple tips you might be able to try this week. A little bit about us. I've been enjoying. I'm just loving that I can have extra more time with Amanda here. Something creatively. This is fun. We're excited about it because this is something we creatively get to do together. So be looking forward to hopefully weekly a podcast where you can watch us on video or just have it on whatever podcast service you like. So check us out. Share it with a friend if you'd like.
Come hang with us. Grow with us. Let's see where this goes. I'm very excited for it.
Yeah, stop, drop, and waddle on to reset that mental health here. Because you are loved, you matter,
and you have
so
value.
much value. Thanks for listening.
Thanks, guys.